Do you want people to like you instantly, without faking your personality or trying too hard? It might sound like something out of social skills manual, but psychology has discovered some simple, science-backed ways to make a powerful and positive impression on anyone you meet. These aren't about manipulation or being someone you're not. Instead, they're small, genuine behaviors that signal trust, warmth, and likability to the human brain. When you use them consistently, they can completely transform your social life, your relationships, and even the way strangers respond to you. Let's dive into these ideas and see how they work. One of the simplest but most powerful things you can do is to use someone's name when you talk to them. It's such a small detail that most people overlook it, but the sound of our own name is deeply personal. When we hear it, it activates specific parts of the brain that release dopamine, the same chemical that makes us feel good when we eat our favorite food or receive a compliment. So, the next time you meet someone, make an effort to remember their name and weave it naturally into the conversation. Just don't overdo it, or it might feel forced. Another small adjustment that works wonders is tilting your head slightly when you're listening. This subtle body language signal conveys openness, warmth, and curiosity. Think about how you look when you tilt your head to a friend who's sharing something important. It's a gesture that naturally softens your expression and makes you appear more approachable. Researchers have found that this posture can even make you seem more trustworthy to people who are meeting you for the first time. Now, let's talk about mirroring, the art of subtly reflecting someone else's body language, gestures, or tone. This phenomenon, known as the chameleon effect, works because humans are wired to feel more comfortable around people who seem similar to them. If someone crosses their arms, you might wait a few seconds and gently do the same. If they lean forward, you might mirror that lean. The key is to do it subtly so it feels natural and not like you're copying them. When done right, this creates a subconscious bond and makes interactions feel more in sync. While these nonverbal cues are powerful, one of the strongest ways to make someone like you is simply to listen more than you speak. Harvard researchers discovered that talking about ourselves triggers the brain's reward centers, making us feel as good as food or money might. By letting the other person talk and showing genuine interest through eye contact, nodding, and asking thoughtful follow-up questions, you give them a positive emotional experience that they'll naturally associate with you. Your smile also plays a major role, but not just any smile. A genuine, warm smile, the kind that reaches your eyes, is called a Duchenne smile. Unlike a polite or forced smile, which only moves the mouth, a Duchenne smile engages the muscles around your eyes, making it look and feel authentic. People can sense the difference, even without consciously thinking about it. A genuine smile signals friendliness, openness, and approachability, and it's one of the fastest ways to put others at ease. Compliments are another effective tool, but there's a right way to give them. Instead of vague, generic praise like "nice shirt," make your compliment specific and personal. For example, "that color looks amazing on you," or "you have a great sense of humor," are much more impactful because they show you're paying attention and being sincere. The brain responds more positively to specific compliments, and people are more likely to remember them. Sometimes a light, friendly touch can also strengthen the connection. A brief handshake, a gentle pat on the shoulder, or a quick tap on the arm can communicate warmth, trust, and friendliness. Of course, this depends heavily on cultural norms and the other person's comfort level, so it's important to read their body language first. In some cultures, physical touch during conversation is normal, while in others, it can feel intrusive. Another powerful technique is to find common ground quickly. This is based on the similarity attraction effect, which says that we naturally like people who are similar to us in some way. The moment you discover a shared interest, value, or experience, bring it into the conversation. Whether a favorite TV show, a mutual hobby, or a shared opinion about something, pointing out similarities makes people feel closer to you almost instantly. While you're talking, make sure to nod occasionally as the other person speaks. This simple gesture signals active listening and encourages them to keep sharing. It also creates a rhythm in the conversation that feels natural and positive. People are drawn to those who make them feel heard and understood, and nodding is one of the easiest ways to communicate that without saying a word. Finally, always try to end an interaction on a high note. This is based on something psychologists call the peak end rule, which suggests that people judge an experience largely based on how they felt at its most intense moment and at its end. If you wrap up a conversation with a friendly remark, a sincere thank you, or a positive observation, that's the feeling they'll carry with them long after you've parted ways. When you put all of these techniques together, using names, tilting your head, mirroring, listening more, smiling genuinely, giving specific compliments, adding a light touch when appropriate, finding common ground, nodding, and ending on a positive note, you create a natural magnetism that draws people in. The beauty of these tricks is that they're not manipulative. They simply highlight the best parts of human connection and make others feel good in your presence. And when people feel good around you, they'll remember you, trust you, and want to see you again. So the next time you're meeting someone new, try adding just one or two of these into your conversation. Over time, as they become part of your natural behavior, you'll notice people responding differently, with more warmth, more openness, and more genuine interest. Which of these will you try first?